for debate. It didn't seem to matter when Trey took on Jesse Taylor, but Brock Larson is used to this weight class at 170 pounds. This is the first time for Cody McKenzie.
Well, Larson's 37, McKenzie 26. I think McKenzie's liver is 37 as we take it up to Dean Stone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Battlegrounds MMA presents our third quarterfinal match, scheduled for 3 rounds. Your referee in charge of the action, Don Turnage. Introducing first, in our blue corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight an even 170 pounds. Professional record, 37 victories with 8 defeats. He represents the Performance Compound. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brainerd, Minnesota, presenting the one and only Brock Larson. His opponent across the cage in our red corner stands at 6 feet tall. Official weight 170 3/4 pounds. Professional record 15 victories, 4 defeats. He represents CDV, aka Martial Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Cordova, Alaska, presenting Cody, the AK Kid, McKenzie. Once again, our referee, Don Turnage, for the final instructions.
Gentlemen, you received your rules before you stepped in the cage tonight. Listen, 3 more things. Fight when I say fight, stop when I say stop. Most importantly, I tell you to defend yourself at all times. Touch close, back up, and good luck.
Well, you talk about 2 diverse personalities. Brock Larson is about a million miles away from that lad. 26-year-old Cody McKenzie, who by far would win the Congeniality Award here. He's the funniest guy, one of the most irreverent, colorful personalities that we've met this week.
He's been a tremendous pleasure, in fact, all week. To set you back to yesterday, Brock made weight on time. Cody missed it. So Cody had 2 hours to make weight. When he finally came back, the brackets had been drawn. He turned to me and said, "Hey, who do I have first?" I said, "Yeah, Brock Larson." He begins yelling at me. I said, "Well, what's the problem?" He says, "That's the strongest guy in the tournament." I said, "Well, how would you know?" He said, "Well, I used to work out with him." And he said, when he got me on the ground, I couldn't go anywhere. He said, "I'm going to have to keep this on the feet and try to knock him out." So here we are, 2 former training partners.
And you read perhaps online and some of the MMA websites. Indeed, Cody did give blood on Thursday, and the doctors were fully aware, and he's in good shape, ready to go. He gave blood to make weight, folks, not out of charity.
The intensity that Brock Larson had as he walked to the ring was a lot higher than the intensity he's showing so far in the first round. I don't know if this is a conservative effort or if he's had that adrenaline dump that you referred to earlier.
Well, the thing about it is that Larson is aware that Cody's been on a commercial fishing boat for most of the last 2.5 months fishing for salmon.
This is going to be a big... Okay, now Cody's biggest move is the guillotine choke. That is not going to work unless he can get his opponent, Brock Larson, between his legs. Right now, Brock is in what we call side control, meaning he has cleared the legs. He's only dealing with the body. So this choke, the lock that Cody's got around the head here, isn't going to culminate in a submission finish. But if he can regain guard and get Brock between him, he can stretch him out.
It's called the McKenzie team in some circles.
Cody keeping pressure on the head. Whenever it comes to ground and pound, it's where the chests are that matter. If the chests are touching, the ground and pound isn't going to be effective. If they can separate, that's where the big blows come down. Cody McKenzie, who's feeling a little vulnerable right here, is trying to make sure he holds Brock Larson's chest to his own. And at the same time, I'm sure he's got hopes of working him back to guard and working on that, what'd you call it, a McKenzie team?
McKenzie team. Paul Lazenby told me all about the McKenzie team. He's prepped me on this. And it's pretty dynamic.
Cody McKenzie does have a half guard here. There is a way to work a submission finish. I don't believe Brock is even close to being in jeopardy because he's yet to hand fight. He's keeping his own hands locked. However, Watch for this position to advance. This is going to get very interesting if Cody can get both legs around his opponent's body.
This is literally the game of human chess as Cody tries to negotiate Larson into a submission position. Cody's got a 15-4 record, folks, with 13 submissions. Pretty high percentage for his wins, quite obviously.
Yeah, right here, Cody's looking. Okay, Cody's got an underhook. This is a good position to scramble from. It appears as though Brock's really just trying to hold him down. I think Brock's been a little bit lost so far. He had his head trapped for a little bit, didn't really know how to get it out. Now that he's cleared that position, he's noticing the length and the gankiness, if you will, of Cody, who's really making it difficult for Brock to get any execution off.
You think maybe that that Brock is, at this pace, wants the fight to go in the second round because he knows that Cody's cardio may not be where ideally Cody would want it?
I think that could be Brock correct. I think that Brock knows that he's stronger. I think that he's confident with holding this position, maintaining the fact that he's not taking any strikes. He's not in great jeopardy of being submitted. Cody McKenzie is very well known for one submission, which is a guillotine, which Brock has already successfully defended. But Cody McKenzie, a guy who admittedly didn't train for this, Jim. He admittedly was in Alaska on a fishing boat. He missed weight yesterday, so we know he wasn't in the best of shape. He is holding up just fine. He's protecting himself very well from the bottom.
Cody has some unique philosophies and principles of how he cuts weight. Save that for another time. But you just, because he's been on that commercial fishing boat, he's looking for 50. He wants to win a 50 grand. And now where are we?
Cody's got him. I don't think he's going to have enough time with 15 seconds left, but this is Cody's position. He's coming under the chin. Cody's got him very tight. Jim, he's got this. I don't know if he's got enough time to finish. There's 3 seconds. Brock Larson kicks out. Brock reverses the position. That got very sticky for a second there.
Larson gets up defiantly, knowing that he dodged a bullet there, and that the mother or father time, whatever you prefer, was on his side. Let's take another look at some of the action in this. Joe, very strategic, and you had the analyzation of it right on the money.
Listen, Cody McKenzie wants the guillotine finish, and everybody knows this about him. He's looking for it all night with Brock, and he almost finds it. The one thing that Brock did well is he never let Cody get his legs wrapped around his body until right here. The good news for Brock is his time was on his side. There's about 6 seconds left. I can assure you he took a deep breath, hung in there, and eventually made it to the end of the round.
As I said, Larson got up defiantly. This will be our first tournament fight to enter the second round. And now the question is, how much